And ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome back. Here we are. I said I would redo it, and I'm doing it at night, which is my favorite kind of flight. We are here at Mr. X's Portland, and we're about to take off. We are in the 170. This time I am using a default livery. Welcome aboard JetBlue Flight 516, non-stop from Portland to Boise. And here we go.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Oh. Don't get over 10%. That'll be good. Interesting. Well, here we are. Let's get back on profile, will you, bud? Follow the flight director. Somewhat. And now, whoop, autopilot. And now I will let it manage the speeds and everything. And the navigation. Excuse me. As we go. And she is going like a rocket. It's pitching the nose down a bit, cool. To get to 250. And that is awesome. And it's speed on elevator, so it adjusts this based on it's going to maintain 250, and then it will climb at whatever rate it'll go. So far, so good. So I don't know if it was having to do the hard turns and all that threw things off, or there's something wrong with 10 rights ILS. I highly doubt that. Vertical Sim is good with that. But we are going, and we are on an RNAV approach this time. And there's JetBlue. The stripe livery, I think they call it. Back inside. It looks good in here at night, I can tell you that much. It is bright. I have to turn down some of the lights. But check this out. My good man. I've been to concerts that have lights that were dimmer than that. And it is following the flight plan properly and everything, and it did last time, so it's the landing. We will see. I would have preferred it had 10 right still active, but I'm looking at the airport and they're landing 10 left. Could be because it's you know, going to be probably close to 11 o'clock when we get there, and just before the airport. I don't know if they fly there all night or not, but it's managing. I can tell it's in FMS mode. These are all in magenta, and it's climbing lovely. I forgot to put landing lights on anyway, so no harm, no foul. This is a backup in case the other two, all the others fail. Is my understanding. It stays off. unless it's needed for something. So, as it's at night, I know people hate night. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe. Links to what I'm using down in the description below. Thanks to viewer donations from people like you, and I gave shout outs in the last video. We got brand new aircraft, brand new airports. Got the global forest from Orbix installed. Not that you're going to see them tonight, but you can see them in the last flight. And I will bring you back when we're around 10,000 feet, and let's see how she handles the landing this time. Yeah, you'll also find links to my Discord, my computer specs, and everything else like that. And if you'd like to help contribute to the channel as well, they're down there as well. Thanks for flying along. And welcome back, everyone. 72 knot tailwind makes quick work of going from Portland to Boise, I can tell you that much. As you can see, we started to set. I brought you back early. A few things. This is normal. So it automatically, normally it would cruise around 290, maybe 295. What, you know, Mach 0.79 is typical. I am going to use, same as last time, on a freight medium, flaps 5 landing. And it's maintaining everything so far so good. That's at 16, that's an altitude restriction. It's 16,000 or above. I hate those kind of things. But it's what is actually on the arrival, which we are now actually on. So I'm not changing it. You know, I was messing with it last time. And it's kind of, you know, judging along. You know, the winds are switching, you know, coming down a bit. One thing I did do, I decided, no, I'm not going to do the RNAV. I want to, like, was it a livery thing? Was the aircraft not stalled properly? So I deleted the aircraft, reactivated it, and then instead of going reload the aircraft in ART, I actually shut the sim down and rebooted it. All the same parameters are still in use. Active Sky, X Enviro, all that stuff. Frame rate has not been an issue, or performance, or anything like that. This is doing fine. This says flight level 40, simply because we're above 18,000 feet at present. Once I switch this to local barrel, it'll be 4,000. It says 4,100 to intercept. I'm going to kind of go with 4,000, and we are going to do the exact same approach. I want to see what the heck happened. I read the book, and as far as I know, I did everything right, except I was fiddling and farting around over here one time. At some point, maybe I hit the auto throttle thing, and I took it out and put everything back into manual mode instead of FMS mode. I can tell I'm in FMS mode because everything is magenta as far as this goes. And as you see, it is maintaining speed beautifully. Right on the flight path. Keeps making little adjustments as wind starts coming out. It has to make minor adjustments, but so far so good. That's our airport, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, it's a nice flat plane with mountains around, but it sits in a plane. And that, so I would expect to see the airport from us you know, a distance away. Well, that could be another airport, of course. We will find out soon enough. Okay, back to map mode. Go out real quick. I do use extended night lighting. No, that's too close to be our airport. It's one of these. I love doing night flights. I really do. I know this isn't necessarily, but you know, I haven't touched anything in the flight deck the entire time. I was looking at the manual kind of, I still can't figure out what I did to get the sunshade. We will have to do that again. I was cruising through that, made a sandwich, took a phone call. And here we go, and we're getting close enough to 18,000, so I am going to go view. And it's 2997. What was interesting was I heard a beep, which is cool because it tells you you're going to coming up on top of the descent. But also on here was a flashing message. You know, and then when I looked down here, it said adjust altitude. So it even gives you a warning. It's like, hey, you need to preset your descent that you want to do, because it's too late to do it after you pass. Well, it's not too late, but I'm doing this as best I can to be exact. The runway airport is one. Okay. I thought it was 103. It says 103 on the charts, I'm sure. But okay. And it's coming down beautifully. Under a 1 hour flight, this aircraft is perfect for these kinds of flights, which is why I opted for this. Now the other aircraft are on sale, but not for 50%. That's just called being frugal and smart with viewer donations. This is perfectly fine, and like I said, it fits a niche. When the Zebo is just too big, the citation is too small, or something like that. I really want to go up in that Epic Victory again. That little Honda jet kind of thing, bought that with viewer donations. And the Shark UL was bought with viewer donations. Oh, maybe I don't have my extended night lighting and it's coming in at kind of a slower pace than normal. I'm going to declutter this. Only thing I care about is the waypoints in my airport. For now. And next is at 10,000, so it's automatically going to start pulling power back in a minute. It's not going to reach Mahler at 10,000, that's for sure. Oh, 10,000 or above. So, no, it's doing what thing. I just don't like it with that. That's probably our airport over there, maybe. It's not flashing though. I would expect a beacon at the field. Just not sure why I'm seeing the beacon up here. Although the beacon on this aircraft is quite forward compared to a lot of aircraft where the lower beacon is in the middle by the rear landing gear and the top beacon is in the exact same spot but up on top. This one is a lot more forward. And as you see, it is already, I didn't even notice it, I'd done it. Pulled back for 250. And I'm going to activate that. That'll bring us down to 210. I'm giving the aircraft the best chance. I should have got on that even sooner, if I'm being honest. But it is on profile and everything else, and I could always put the speed brake out if I needed to. It's doing well. And now it has it. "31 miles out." And that's about right at 30 miles. You actually do want it at 210, so that is working out fine. Okay. Like I said, I have given it the best chance. I haven't touched anything unless it instructed me to do something. Like you see, these are independent, which is great. But these aren't. They change together, which is just not realistic. So hopefully they fix that. Actually, I'm sure they already know about it. Not that I do share cockpit, but I mean, you want this as realistic as possible, and that's what they're striving for. And Xcrafts is a phenomenal developer with the community. They're not one of those ones that just, it's like, yeah, whatever. Here's the airport. Nice and bright and vertical. Great job on the night lighting. And you can start seeing the city being lit up in that twinkling of the lights because of the atmosphere. And we're coming up around 20 nautical miles. We'll hold off on the flaps for now. I'm not looking at the charts, I'm looking at my instruments. Again, I apologize that like it's primarily all inside, but I want to get to the bottom of it. Because it has to be something I did, because Xcrafts has a good reputation for over 10 years in the X-Plane community. I think they also now have these in Microsoft. Not that I'd blame them. But they haven't abandoned, like they know their roots are X-Plane. And now I'll get flaps 1 in, which will slow us to 180. What a beautiful freaking way to come into this airport. I know you can't see the mountains in that. I can understand why people don't like the night flights. I get it. But I'm doing this for a purpose. We are below the glide slope, so that's good. I'm not even going to touch the throttles. I haven't touched my throttle quadrant since Toga. So I'll have to remember to pull those puppies back when it hopefully disconnects this time properly. Flaps 2. Gear coming down. Awesome approach in here, man. It looks gorgeous. I'm doing the flaps a little early. Flaps 3. Gate approach, not autopilot approach. Localizer. Is captured. It's continuing down the flight path just as predicted. 10 miles. At 8 I'll go to flaps 3, flaps 4, flaps 5. At 5. But you know me, I'll hit them a little early. So far, so good. Man, the night lighting at that airport, especially with the highway going along. That is the actual intercept altitude, so. 8, we're going to flaps 3. I'm going off the VNAV thingy, the speed chart thing that Marco and Xcrafts created. Now it's going to hold until it gets a glide slope. Flaps 5. Glide slope captured. Auto brake set. Let's see if something changes. Coming in nicely, 6-knot wind, basically a deadhead wind. You couldn't ask for anything more perfect. The app was 1.4, and then it should go to here when it gets like 2 nautical miles or something. It will slow down to here. Okay, feet on pedals, hand on, fingers on the throttles. One hand on the yoke.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
200. 100. 50, 40,
Throttle.
30,
Throttle.
20, 10.
Whoa, that was me. This time it did not do anything wrong. Welcome to Portland. Sorry about your lower back and spine. And here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Awesome. And now I gotta... Which way do I go off again? I do not want to get arrested. We go left. That one's a little tight and it going the opposite direction. We'll roll down to the end. Wrong one. That went well. I am glad I did this. I'm really tired. I got up really early this morning. Okay, a little more juice, David. We got to get down to the end of the runway. Not the end, but you know what I mean. This one will do. Which actually doesn't show up on the charts. Well, it does, but it's further up. But it doesn't matter. I'm taking it. See what I mean? How the beacon is so far forward on the aircraft? Yeah, I don't know if they closed this taxiway in real life or not. But on the charts, it doesn't... well, it exists, but it's in a different spot. Show you what I mean. I'm not worried about the lighting. Andrew, needs to be fixed. This runway doesn't exist anymore. It was updated October 25th, so I'm not going to fault him for that. I will send a message on the Discord and Vertical Sims Discord that Boise for XP12 needs updating because they, I guess, closed this runway. This off ramp, if you will. Okay, the freaking come here. And now you get to see what coming into here at night looks like. Ah, you didn't have your landing lights on. Good work, sunshine. Let's go over here. Let's get the strobes off. That's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where do I want to park? Sure, but we're going to go... I could have swore I just turned those off. Something tells me you turned them on. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I knew it had to be something I did. You know, because Andrew does not make bad airports, and Xcraft does not make bad airplanes. If you've never flown an E-Jet, you know what? Download the 175. It's completely freeware. It doesn't have VNav. But watch my video. I did last week, I think it was. Boy, are those bright lights. You know, I'll put a link up here for you. And you'll see, it's not all that hard. It still can do an ILS. Like if you hit approach, it's going to follow the ILS and everything else like that. But you're going to have to tune manually a radio down here to tune the ILS frequency and all that. Oh, you want me? Oh, I didn't even see you there, sir. Let me stop blinding you. Did we have visual guidance docking here? I don't think so. Awesome. That's always a nice bonus. Now, yeah, but that doesn't work. Yeah, you pulled me in too far. That's fine. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, folks. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe. Links to what I use down in the description below. And, of course, if you'd like to help contribute to the channel, you can join the Discord. You can buy me an xplane.org gift card like Josh and Kitster and Cindy and one other person has done. As you see, it all goes back in the channel. You'll also find my computer specs as well. My name's David. It's been my pleasure to take you on this sort of abbreviated redemption flight for the E-170 into Vertical Sims, Boise International. Quite nice. I like it. Take care, everyone. I want you to stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up. See you in the skies, on the rails, and on the road. You all take care. Have a great rest of the week. Thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see you soon.